Dear student, I give lecture on commonly used terms in automatic generation control and functions, objectives, implementation of automatic generation control. First, we studied about what are the terms used in the automatic generation control of interconnected power system. The first term is nothing but the automatic generation control. So the automatic generation control, which is represented by AGC, it is also an online computer control. It is used to maintain the overall system frequency and also to maintain the net die line load exchange through the interconnection. The die line is nothing but the power interchange between two power systems through transmission line, that is called as a die line. This is the first term used in the automatic generation control. The second term is economic load dispatch, which is denoted by ELD. It is also online computer control. It is used to supply the load demand using all the interconnected power systems in the most economical manner. This is very important. That's why it is called as a economic load dispatch. This is the two terms. The next, we are using the terms interconnected power system. Interconnected means here you see area 1, area 3, area 2, area 4. All are interconnected. That's why this system is called as a interconnected power system. So this is the electrical boundary of the area. The area is nothing but a power system. Okay. So what is the function of interconnected power system in automatic generation control? The first one is exchange or the sale of power through die line. This is the die line. For example, the area 1 and 2 are interconnected. This is called as a die line. Okay, suppose the area 2 having the shortage of power, the area 1 sell the power to the area 2, or the area buy the power from area 2, whatever may be, either exchange or sell the power through die line between the two power system in the interconnected power system. The second function is disturbed areas taking other areas help. I am saying no, if any one of the power system having shortage of power or excess of power, the particular power system whether sell the power or buy the power from the nearing power system, both are interconnected only. The third function is long distance sale and the transfer of power. You see here the area 1 here is there, here the area 4. Both are interconnected through die line only. Okay. Suppose the power shortage is in area 4, means that is the power system 4. The area 1, the area 4, 3 option is there. Either the area that means buy the power from area 3 or area 1 or area 2. Any 3, because all the 3 are interconnected to area 4, that is the power system 4. So the area 4, that means buy or sell the power from these 3 areas. But if long distance sale and transfer of the power, that means that is the one of the function of the interconnected power system. Then what is the advantages and disadvantages of interconnected power system? First, the advantages of interconnected power system. The first advantages is reduces reserve capacity. That means the capacity, installed capacity is different, and then generating capacity is different. The reserved capacity is nothing but installed capacity minus generated capacity. For example, the generated capacity is 100 megawatt. The installed capacity is 500 megawatt. What is the reserve capacity? That means the installed capacity 500 minus the generated capacity 500 minus the generated capacity 100, that is equal to 400. The 400 megawatt is called as the reserve capacity. Second advantage is capital cost per kilowatt is less for larger unit. Then next, effective use of generators. The fourth one is optimization of generation. That is, the installed capacity is reduced. Then next, reliability. Reliability means we can maintain the frequency, voltage and then uninterrupted of the power supply. This is the advantages of the interconnected power system. What is the disadvantages of the interconnected power system? The first one is fault get propagated. That means calls for the fast switch gear we have to use. That is the disadvantage. Then the circuit breaker rating increases. Because interconnected power system means high voltage equipments are used, which is called as the switch gear equipments. So therefore the rating of the circuit breaker increases. This is the disadvantages. Then proper management system is required for interconnected power system. That is energy management system. Then automated economical load dispatch, that is ELD. Then base load and then peak load requirement. These are the requirement, that is the required. Then only we can maintain the interconnected power system. So therefore proper management required, that is energy management system. So this is the advantages and disadvantages of interconnected power system. Then next, what are the terms used in the automatic generation control is called as the die lines. What do you mean by die lines? Die line is nothing but the neighboring power companies are interconnected by one or more transmission line is called the die lines. The next term used in the automatic generation control is electrical area. What do you mean by electrical area? Electrical area is nothing but the separate power system under the control of automatic generation control in a central digital computer. So the area represents the power system. What is the next term used in the automatic generation control is boundaries. That is electrical boundaries. What is the boundary of the area? That is the power system. It's nothing but the points on the die lines. That is where the utility, ownership, maintenance and loss, accounting and those of its neighbors beginning. That is called as the boundary of the area, otherwise area, electrical area boundary in the interconnected power system. Okay, so what is the objective? Okay, the objective is nothing but to buy or the sell the power with neighboring system whose operating cost makes such a transaction is profitable. This is the main objective of the interconnected power system by implementing automatic generation control. Then next, the power system employ die lines. Why we are used the die lines? Because sometimes for 4 mark question in the VTU examination they are asking why we are used die lines in the interconnected power system. The first one is the die lines allow local or pool exchange. That means here one area, both are interconnected, means the power is exchanged or sold. That means between this area 1 and 2. So that's why the die line allow local or pool exchange or the sale of power between the two power system or power companies, whatever may be, on a predetermined schedule. That means suppose we already designed that the power exchange 50 megawatt exchange or sale between 1 and 2 power system means either 50 megawatt sale from power system 1 to 2 or 2 to 1. Otherwise 50 megawatt buy the power from 2 to 1 or 1 to 2, like this. That is the predetermined schedule. The next, the dial line allow the area experiencing disturbances. The disturbances means short circuit fault, open circuit fault, earth fault. Otherwise, the rating of the, that means the security, that means secure, that is the limit, that is the of the parameters, that means vary or violated, that is also disturbances. So therefore the other area help. If already we are seeing interconnected power system circuit diagram, interconnected power system. Now you see interconnected power, the 4 power systems are connected now. You suppose in the out of these 4 areas, like any one of the area disturbed means the remaining area will help. So this is only here I am telling, this is nothing but the importance of the dial lines used in the automatic generation control. The next, the dial line is used in the interconnected power system for long distance transmission link. Okay, and because only transmission means 3 type is there: short transmission system, medium transmission system, long transmission system is there. There and all the losses are more. If you are using dial line means we can exchange or sale of power between the power companies for a long distance transmission only. This is the advantages of dial line used in the interconnected power system. So this is based on interstate or international basis. Interstate means, for example, Karnataka to Tamil Nadu, that is the interstate. Okay, so the international to US to India, whatever, that is the international. Either international basis or interstate basis, the power, whether exchange or that means sale of power between the 2 power companies, the dial lines is used for long distance transmission. Okay, this is reason only the dial lines used in the interconnected power system. Now, what is the functions of automatic generation control? The main function of the automatic generation control is nothing but the online computer controlling, which is used to maintain the overall system frequency and net dial line load exchange through the interconnection. This is the main function of the automatic generation control. What is the objectives of the automatic generation control is, the first objective is that means there are 3 main objectives is there. The first one is to maintain the system frequency at or very close to a specified nominal value. That means our India we are using the 50 hertz is the system frequency. Okay, so at or very close means, at means exactly, that means 50 hertz, or very close means 49.99 hertz, that is the very close, that is the nominal value. The second objective of the automatic generation control to maintain the correct value of interchange of the power between the control. That means, so this is the power system 1, this is the power system 2. So therefore the power, that means interchange between 1 and 2. Interchange means either change, sale of power or exchange of power. So suppose we are designing 10 megawatt, this is the predetermined value for carrying the dial line, that means the interchange of the power between 1 and 2 means that we have to maintaining that exactly that 100 megawatt. That is the meaning is to maintain the correct value of interchange of power between the control. The third objective is to maintain each unit's generation at the most economical value. Okay, because the cost per kilowatt is economical only, then only the power companies or the power system buy or the sell the power only. Okay, so these are the main objectives of the automatic generation control. 3 objectives. Students, in the VTU examination, how the question will come under this topic means what are the functions and objectives of the automatic generation control. 4 marks. Of 4 marks, now how the mark allotted? 3 marks is allotted for the objectives, 1 mark is allotted for the functions of automatic generation control. Then next, we studied about the implementation of the automatic generation control. Okay, if we have to implement automatic generation control to the interconnected power system, what are the informations required? The first one is unit megawatt output of each committed unit. So that means committed unit means what? Unit means generator. Unit means generator. Suppose the power system consists of 3 units. Okay, suppose the unit 1 only is committed for 6 am to 9 am to meet our load demand, means the particular unit 1 only meet our megawatt output. Okay, this is the first one. The second one, the megawatt flow over each die line to neighboring system. That means this is the power system 1, this is the power system 2, both are interconnected through die lines. Okay, so therefore the interchange of power through die line is represented by megawatt, that is the flow, whether the real power flow or the reactive power flow. Real power flow means P, reactive power flow means Q. So whether real power flow or reactive power flow, whatever may be, over the each die line to the neighboring system on the predetermined value only. The last one is system frequency. Okay, if the system frequency is 50 hertz, means we have to maintain the 50 hertz or very close, means 49.99 hertz only. Okay, so these are the 3 informations required if we are implementing the automatic generation control to the interconnected power system. Okay, dear student, in this lecture video, I hope you clearly understand the what are the commonly terms used in the automatic generation control. The common term means automatic generation control, economic load dispatch, and then interconnected power system, die line, electrical area, and then electrical boundaries. These are the terms used in the automatic generation control. These are the common terms. The next, functions and objectives of the automatic generation control. 3 objectives. The next, if you want to implement the automatic generation control in interconnected power system, in what are the information? 3 informations required. Thank you students for listening this video.